Oh, I was just going to talk about safety. Yeah, safety is the absence of danger, but of course, it's hardly likely that we'll totally eliminate danger because sometimes some things that we never really thought could cause accidents, and by virtue of the name accident, it's something that's unplanned for, wasn't deliberate. So safety is important, and you should feel safe in your homes. But would you believe that most of the uh, patients that are admitted to emergency rooms in hospitals are a result of accidents at home? People have several types of accidents. We have accidents involving shock, electrical shock. You have from fire, that's like faulty or incorrect use of electrical appliances. And appliances should be checked regularly because they are man-made and they should never use if you have exposed wires, or any damage to the casing of the appliances can be seen. You should get an electrician to check it out and give it a passing grades. Other things like at the home that leads to people being admitted to hospital is like fires and the inhalation of fumes such as toxic carbon monoxide, like those who leave the engine running in vehicle in the garage and the door is closed, not proper, no proper ventilation. That too. Sometimes gas cylinders are leaking and we don't realize, inhaling all of that going in our system. Sometimes we get broken bones or limbs from falls, like probably standing up on all that stool to reach some appliances or some plate or you're cleaning and all that type of thing. You get cut from sharp objects, you don't hold a knife properly in the kitchen, and all of these things lead to injury. And then at the workplace now, that's even that's one of the places where a lot of work related accidents occur, and sometimes fatal depending on the type of job you do. So you have to be careful. It can be more serious at work. And you have to make sure that you're trained for whatever job you're required to do at work. And they should have like the different warning symbols posted around so you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. So some of the hazards at the workplace would include toxic gases, flammable substances, corrosive substances, noise, excessive noise that can damage your eardrum, food contamination, heavy machinery lifting heavy object, infection by pathogens which might be abundantly present in the workplace. So in the workplace, which includes schools, laboratory, you will see safety symbols, and these give advice such as the symbols that you should be wearing, like for eye protection and so on. You have the eye wash station that if you get any chemical in your eye, you run there and you make sure you rinse your eye thoroughly. You have other toxic substance at home too, or hazardous, I should say, like bleach. You have the bleach. You have the different that the bathroom chemical drain that that you use to clean the drain, oven cleaners and so on. And if you check the labeling on them, you will see the warning symbols that are posted on them. This should not be taken lightly. All right. And some common symbols you may see are as follows. Let me give you a view. Okay, see them? There you are. That's some of the common warning labels that you'll see on things at home and in the workplace. So make note of them and make sure you know what each of them represent, what the dangers they're warning of. Okay. So there you have it. Some of the warning symbols there. And there's something else I want you all to do for me. I think everybody should do this for the sake of their families, for protection. You all should have a safety protocol in place. What do I mean by a safety protocol? This is a plan of action that you will um, do when certain situation arise, certain type of things that we might hear of them happening in other countries and think that we are safe and it won't happen to us. But you can never be too cautious. And a safety protocol would involve around four basic things. First and foremost, you should have a safety word, a safe word that you and every member of your family knows and agrees on. So whenever you mention that word twice in a conversation, your family member will know that you feel threatened or you don't feel safe wherever you are, or that you're in um, immediate danger, and that they should act promptly by getting the police or come to assist you depending on whatever the danger is. Of course, you won't be able to say what the danger is. So once you use the safety word, it's better they come with the police. Come, I mean, overreact than underreacting is better. All right. Best that we find have realized that we didn't need to overreact like that than to lament after that. We should have reacted much on a much larger scale. So that's one of the first thing of a safety procedure and protocol that you should have in your home for your family. That safe word. All right. You can have trusted family members and family friends um, that you can share that word with. Or depending, because nowadays it's so strange. If you want to have two words, one that you share with close friends and family member, and one that for the family alone, that in case the threat might come from within in terms of your circle of friends or relatives, but hopefully it won't come to that still. But just have a safe word that you and your family knows about, and you must have trusted friends who you can share that with so they can know as well. Also, with that safe word, you should also have a safe house. I call it safe house. So if your home is under threat, or your family have to flee, or you're out and you can't go home because of the same issue, your home has been invaded, or there's something happening in your community and you cannot enter there because your life would be at risk or danger, or for some reason your house is under threat, you should have a safe house, which can be a close family, maybe a grandma, a favorite aunt, a church, a church member's house, you know what I mean? Or somewhere safe that you know that whenever home is out of bounds or off limit, that's the place where all of you will be. Or if you're out and you get let's say somebody get lost, or well, let's say no, they get mixed up and you can't find them, then you have this safe place, especially if it's near to home, or they don't have any means of reaching home, but with getting to the safe houses closer or what have you, then that safe house is important. You never can tell. Who tell you might in a country where there's a coup or whoever in government decide to act very subversively, and they know where you live because they have all of these things on file. So you have that safe house that you can go make preparation to flee for your life or to migrate to somewhere safer. And then the next, that would be what? Number two. The third thing in your safety protocol for home is to have identify a emergency assembly area. You see that in business place and schools. In case of earthquake, fire, gas leak, identify somewhere, whether it's your backyard, the front of your yard, or the community field, or on the road outside there. Maybe it's a cul-de-sac, so you don't have traffic traversing regularly, so you can gather out there until the earthquake, if it's an earthquake, until the tremor ceases, or until if it's a fire, that the fire is out by the fire department. Or if it's a gas leak and the people from the disaster management area comes and fix the problem. So you have to have an emergency assembly area. And that will be three. So four now, you have to identify this quickest and safest route to that emergency assembly area, and you and your family should be informed of it and know that whenever you have to vacate the house, that this is the route you're going to take through the kitchen and then out through the side door, because maybe to enter, try to exit from the veranda, or the grill up at the veranda might have three locks, and by the time you have to find all the right keys, then you might become a victim of whatever the disaster that's occurring. All right. And then this goes along with it too. You should have an area, preferably living room or the kitchen. Everybody love the kitchen, where all the keys that lead to outside are stored. So you always have all of the spare keys, even though everybody should have a key for themselves. Have an area where all of the keys are, and make sure they're labeled or you know them. So you can put F for front door, S for side door, B for back door, you understand? And have them labeled and placed in a central area that everybody have access to, that's not locked away. So in your mad rush, you're not there wondering where is the key for the front door, where's the key for the side door, and all of that jazz. All right, what's the next thing now you need? Okay, so you need a quick route out. You need to have an area that you, yeah, and then you probably need to have a sound. Well, the safe word could also be one about if for any reason like it's a night and you want to get out everybody. Well, you need to have whether it's the banging of the pot covers or what have you, but you need or a whistle. You should have a whistle that when you blow it in the night or whatever, everybody in the house knows that it's time to go to the emergency assembly area, or your neighbor knows that something is happening. So I hope this was helpful. All right. So take care until another one of these tutorials. So keep safe.